Man, let's get this party started, man. It's Friday. It's about time for the Foolish Show, man. Get this party started, man. Bring on the weekend. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Y'all made it through another week. All praise to God Almighty. Y'all done made it to another year, man. If you done made it to another day, you done made it to another week. Count your blessings. But we're going to get this party started in a minute. Y'all hit that thumbs up button. Put it on wax. Brand new track. Brand new mixtape out right now, y'all. Foolish reality music. Put it on wax. Make sure y'all check me out. Go ahead and fix your drink. Grab your snack. We're going to get this party started. We up in the bed, step to the dish, still making it. Please get your wife, she's blowing me a kiss, sticking out her tongue, rubbing on the sticks, jury game crazy. We're gonna get this party started in a minute, man. The live chat is wide open. Y'all leave your comments. Don't be scared. Hope y'all ready for the weekend. All good vibes. I need me a sip, got me a grip. What I got, these other dudes slack, too much swag, trying to get the bag. Long live JBZ, man. It's too loud. Eve Mac in the building. Shout out to you. Just to have fun, don't be dumb and pull out guns. Long live JBZ, man. Long live my brother. May he rest in peace. No more drinking for me, I'm done. 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 Put it on wax, brand new track. Check DJ to play that shit back. We're gonna get this party started in a minute, man. Y'all get comfortable. Check DJ to play that shit. Y'all know how we get down. I give it to you straight with no chase. We don't sugarcoat or gossip. We talk that straight real talk over here. In the morning, the club still alive. I can tell you tired. Fresh step, that step outside. I can tell by your eyes that you crying. I said, okay. She said, all right. How you get here? Did you grind? She said, I got dropped off by the sky. Baby, you gotta be goddamn lying. You left you hanging. You too damn fine. Baby, don't trip. No trip over there. You can go ahead and sit. I'm slide behind the team. I'm loving your team. Make it to the house. Straight to the bed. When the won't be coming out until the afternoon. Touching your toes. Toes and toes. Giving all foes. Hit it to the floor. Man, let's get this party started, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome y'all to another episode of The Foolish Show. I appreciate y'all checking in, man. I'd like to thank y'all for checking in. Live chat is wide open. Welcome to the Foolish Show podcast. We live streaming right now on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So if y'all watching on any one of those platforms, I appreciate you. But this is where we keep it real at, man. We keep it real and trill over here on the Foolish Show. And tonight's topic, we're going to start off tonight. We're going to start off talking about when is it that time to settle down? When is the right time to settle down, y'all? Is it when you get to a certain age? Or is it when you tired of playing the field? When is it? When is the right time to settle down? It all depends who you ask, because everybody's going to have different opinions. Some people might say, man, at a certain age, I got to be settled down by 30. I got to be settled down by 40. Maybe some people put a number on it. Some people might say, man, when I'm tired of playing the field and when I don't want to run the streets no more, it's time for me to settle down. So when is the right time to settle down? Only you can ask yourself that, because that's why a lot of marriages and relationships fail today. Because a lot of people ain't ready to settle down, but they make that jump and make that leap. If you know you're not ready, you shouldn't do it. Because you shouldn't play with nobody's time and nobody's life. If you know you're not ready for that ultimate commitment, see, boyfriend and girlfriend is one thing. When you're married and you put it on paper, that's a whole nother ball game. Now we bringing in judges and lawyers and everybody. That's a whole nother ball club. So when is the right time to settle down? Well, it's up to you. It's how you feel about it. If you feel in your heart, it's time for you to chill out and find that one person to spend the rest of your life with. Then you got to follow your heart. If that's what your conscience tell you to do, follow your conscience. But if you know in your heart you're not ready and it's not the right time, don't waste nobody else's life like that. Don't waste nobody else's life if you know that you ain't ready to settle down. Being boyfriend, girlfriend, going on dates and all that, that's one thing. When you settling down and having a family and marriage and you putting it on paper, that's a whole nother ball game. That's a whole nother ball game, folks. So when is the right time to settle down? I can't give you that answer. No one knows that answer. Only you know what you want to do with your life. A person knows when they get to that point where they're like, I want to just chill and relax and I just want that one person to share my life with. So only you can answer that question. But I guess it all comes to a point in all our life where we got to settle down. You got to chill out. And some of the things that you used to do, you got to push that to the side. You know what I mean? You can't be around here 50 and 60 years old still trying to live like you 25. It's called acting your age. Now, I ain't telling you got to walk around here and act like an old crippled person or nothing. You can still be cool and all that. But certain things you have to cut out. The things that you used to do, shouldn't be doing it anymore. It's called maturing. You got to mature. The older you get, the more years God allows you to spend on this earth, you should get wiser. Some things you don't know because you don't know no better. You know, we all be young and dumb at one point. But once you get to a certain age, ain't no more excuses because you know what you're doing. So when is the right time, folks? When is the right time to settle down? You gotta listen to your heart. Follow your conscience and what your mind tell you to do. If you feel like you're ready, you tired of playing the field, you want that one person, then you find you that one person, y'all lock in. But that's the key thing. You have to find that person. So you can't settle down with somebody if it ain't nobody to settle down with. You can't just take anything that comes your way if that's not your expectation, because all you're doing is wasting your time. You got to make sure that's what you want and that's what you want to settle down with. That's what you want to grow with. That's the person that you can see sharing the rest of your life with. All the good times, bad times. You got to take everything into consideration when it comes down to that. So sharing your life with somebody, it's a major step. It's the ultimate commitment. When you up there at the altar, what does they say? To death do you part. Them some strong words. So once you get married, nothing's supposed to separate you unless one of y'all die. But we know a lot of marriages don't make it that long. You end up divorced and going back and forth in court and fighting over things and fighting over possessions and who gonna get the kids and who gets the car, the dog, and the cat. See, once you put it on paper, it becomes a whole nother ballpark, everybody. Once you sign on that dotted line, you're really making the ultimate commitment. So you got to be willing to say, okay, this is what I'm settling down with. Make sure that you're sure. Make sure it's the one. See, a lot of people just do it just to do it. A lot of people, I just want to get married. I just want to go through it. I want to wear the dress. I want to put on the tuxedo. I want to buy the ring. Some people just do it for the experience. But you're not doing it because you're truly in love and you really want to spend the rest of your life with that person. See, marriages now has come to just being a show. Bridezilla and all this other stuff. All these other reality shows got all these women out their mind, and my marriage got to be like this, and my wedding got to be like this, and my cake got to be this high, and my ring got to cost this much. Listen, your ring could cost $500,000. There is still no guarantee that your husband gonna stay with you and you gonna stay with him. So how much something costs don't guarantee a relationship gonna last. What's gonna guarantee it is love. Is it really truly love? Do you have that sincere love for that person in your heart? It's not about how much a ring costs, how much you paid for that dress, how big your cake was, how many people was at your reception. All that's all cool to celebrate the love that you and your other significant other has came in matrimony, but it's more than that. It's deeper than that. Because when everybody go home and all the party's over and your dress is off and the tuxedo is off, now y'all got to live together. Now y'all got to start really sharing each other's life with each other each day. So you got to be willing to make that commitment with that person if that's the one that you want to settle down with. See, a lot of people do it. They know in their heart it's not the one, but I'm going to just do it anyway. You might do it because he got a lot of money. You might do it because she pretty, so I'm going to just do it because how she look. She pretty, so I'm going to just make her my wife. It got to be way more than that, folks, if you want it to last. Now, if you want to waste your money, waste your time, just go ahead and marry the first person you come across. And you'll see how long that's going to last you. It's all about taking your time when it comes down to settling it down. When you settling it down with somebody, you got to be willing to take that ultimate step. Marriage ain't nothing to play with because it's a commitment that you don't put on paper. Y'all don't have this big wedding. Y'all don't got everybody in it. And a lot of times, most of them don't last a few months and they're ready for a divorce because they ain't real love. They ain't doing it out of love. They just wanted to do it. Some people just do it for the title. Some people get married just to say, I got a wife or I got a husband, my wife, my husband and my wife. But you really don't get along with each other. Y'all have nothing in common. Y'all barely like each other. So settling down is a big thing. So if you're going to settle down, you got to make sure you're ready and you're on that level to make that ultimate commitment. But it all comes a point in life where we all got to settle down. The older you get, you got to chill out. You're going to be running the streets and doing all that stuff like you used to. Some people still do. But the older you get, that's the time when you make sure the family good and you play that head role of the family. Now it's the kids' time and all them. You let them grow up and you teach them right from wrong. But if y'all just tuning in, man, y'all hit that thumbs up button. Don't cost $1, don't cost a cent. We live right now on the Foolish Show podcast. We live streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. What we're talking about right now is when is the right time to settle down? Now, everybody have different answers. I can't give you that answer. I can't tell you when you should settle down. That's something you got to ask yourself. You got to be ready for that ultimate commitment because I ain't going to be living that life you are. So nobody can tell you when, okay, right now is the time. Maybe some people have an age on it. They might say, man, by 40, I got to be married with kids and house and all. Or maybe they might say 25, 30. Maybe people put an age on it. Maybe people say when I'm done, when I feel like I don't want to date no more, then I'm going to just settle down. Everybody got their different ways of thinking. So I can't tell you what to do. I'm just asking. We're just talking right now. When is the right time to settle down? When is the time to say, you know what, man, that's it. Let me find my baby and me and my baby just going to enjoy the world. When is that time? Because it's all going to have to come to an end one day. All that plan and partying and living life like it ain't no tomorrow, all that turning up, gonna come a point where you're gonna have to turn down. Can't turn up forever. And it's called maturing. Because when you go through life, you go through phases. When you're young, that's all you want to do is party and enjoy, because you're just getting on this earth, really, so you're trying to see everything. You're trying to experience everything. But the older you get, you realize, man, I done did this. I done seen that. I done experienced that how many times. I done turned up how many times. After a while, it starts to get old to you. But ain't nothing wrong with that, because that means you're maturing. See, if that's still exciting you and it's still getting you anxious, then that means you waited so long to live life. That means in your early years, you ain't enjoy life. You ain't go outside. You ain't do nothing. So now in your later years, you're trying to still turn up and act like you're 21. See, some people wait till late to enjoy life. You got to enjoy life each day. And the older you get, some people get depressed and be like, I'm getting old. It's a blessing. A lot of people don't make it to an old age. This young generation, they're not getting past 17, 18, 19, and their 20s. Being shot down and killed on a t-shirt saying rest in peace. So count your blessings if you live to see an old age. That means you still got some more things to do on this earth. Your time has not come yet. Because remember, we all talk about all the time, we on the clock. Each day that your heart is pumping and you wake up, you on the clock. You don't know when that clock gonna stop. So enjoy life, folks. But you don't want to waste it either. So when you selling it down, make sure it's the right person that you're selling it down with. Make sure both of y'all are on the same page, on the same level, in the same way of thinking. Y'all compatible. You hold each other down. I got your back, you got mine. If I fall, you pick me up. You fall, I'm picking you up. My family is like your family. See, that's a true bond. You know, your grandma them, if you look at grandma them marriages and all that, grandma them stayed together 25, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. Pretty sure it was a lot of arguing and everything else that went on, but they still made it work. They didn't just up and leave. Because see, they honored their commitment. Because when you signed that dotted line and you said I do, you making a commitment. A lot of people don't want to honor that. So if you don't want to honor it, don't get married. Stay single and do whatever you want to do. Why get married if you know you ain't ready to honor no commitment and you ain't ready to settle down? You putting on the front and just faking a move. You might be doing it because your mom and them, your parents don't want you to do it. Or as people say, y'all might as well get married. Do it because you want to do it. Do it because you're ready. Do it because that's what your heart is telling you to do. Not what anybody tell you to do. That's what your heart is telling you to do. Don't let nobody dictate your life and your love. Nobody don't know what you go through but y'all. Ain't nobody behind them closed doors and behind the walls but y'all. So how's somebody gonna tell you how your love is? You should know more than anybody firsthand because you living it. It's your life. So don't let everybody else dictate your life and tell you what to do. Tell you who to be with, who you should spend your life with. Let them worry about their own love life. Because at the end of the day, we all got our own lives to live. That's just facts. That's just facts, folks. You can't live for other people's opinion. Girl, you should get married. Dog, what you waiting on, man? Get married. Don't let nobody peer pressure you into doing something that you ain't ready for. If you ready, you say, yeah, y'all right, I'm ready. And it's time, then go ahead. If that's what you want to do. If that's what you want to do. Not everybody else. You. Sometimes you got to do things for you. Take the time out for you. Don't live for other people. Don't let everybody else pull your strings and be a puppet. That's what we see now with the internet. Y'all letting the internet dictate y'all life. Whatever trend going on, y'all follow whatever everybody else is doing. You can do your own thing. You don't have to follow people. So what if 100,000 people is doing this and doing that? You could be the one that don't do it. You could be the one to go your own way. I don't follow trends. I set them. I don't care what nobody else do. That's not unique. Being unique is being yourself. People might be saying, man, you hating, they be hating, though. No, hating, sometimes people just don't care. Because I know I don't be hating on nobody. I wish everybody nothing but happiness and peace and prosperity. But I just don't be caring like that. I can't pay attention to everybody else's life and follow what everybody else doing. That means I'm not living my own. See, if you live in your own life, you really ain't got that much time to sit there and worry about nobody. People that got something going on, they too busy to be nosy and be in other people's business. Their life is too busy. They ain't got time for that. That's a waste of time. They ain't got no time to waste. See, a lot of people got time to waste. Y'all hit that thumbs up button, man. If y'all just tuning in, we talking about when is the right time to settle down. Is it when you get to a certain age? Is it when your heart tell you to? Is it when you get tired of playing the field? When is the right time for you to settle down? I can't tell you, because only you know that answer. It depends on the person. Depends what you're looking for. Depends on where your mind at that moment in time, your way of thinking. If you feel like you're on that level where I'm just tired, I just want that one person to share my life with, then cool. Some people might not still be ready for that, and that's cool, because nobody can't force it. They can't force you. You don't have to go get married or settle down if you don't want to, if you're not ready for it. But if you're ready for it, that's a whole new ballpark. It's up to you to live your life. It's up to you to do what you want to do. Because at the end of the day, it's your life, and it's going to end one day. When you die, them other people ain't going to be with you. When you come in front of the Lord, ain't nobody going to be with you. So take ownership and responsibility of your own life and your own soul. Follow your heart. Do what your heart tell you to do. If your heart say, hey, it's time for you to chill, then maybe it's time for you to chill. For all that playing the field and turning up and running the streets and talking to this person and that person and going on dates all the time, maybe some people be tired of that. They done got old. They tired of trying to get to know somebody and get to know somebody and get to know them and how they is and what qualities you have and what bad stuff come with you. Sometimes that get aggravated. Some people, you hate going through that process. Okay, I got to start all over. Now I got to see what this dude about or what this female about. That's a process, man. So maybe people get to that point where they be ready to settle down because a lot of stuff get old. You get tired of talking to all them people. You get tired of turning up every day. Maybe you want something different. So ain't nothing wrong with that, but you got to be ready. Because when you say you're settling it down, now you're making an ultimate commitment. If you take it to the altar and you put it on paper, you know it's official. So you got to be willing to say, hey, I'm ready for this. Don't do it just to do it. If you're going to do it for yourself. Don't live for everybody else. That's the problem with a lot of people. They living for other people. You doing what your homegirls tell you to do. You doing what your homeboys tell you to do. You doing what's cool on the internet. Live your own life, folks. You're responsible for your own soul. We all on the clock. Each day you wake up, tomorrow ain't guaranteed. You living now. I can't tell you you're gonna be here tomorrow because we don't know. So we got to cherish all the time that we walking around and breathing on this earth and make good use of it. You don't want to waste no time with nobody in 20, 30 years go by, then you 2 to 3, 5 years later, you getting divorced and you be like, dang, I wasted my time and I shouldn't even marry them and this and that. You don't want to get in that position where you feel like you don't waste your life. Make sure it's the right one and make sure you're ready. And do it for you. Don't do it for everybody else. Getting to know someone is a process. So you ain't going to get to know them overnight. It's going to take time. But if you take your time and really get to know somebody, then you'll see what they truly about. So you got to let them see you on your bad days, not just your good days. Because we all have good and bad days. Are you going to be able to take that person when they get in their bad moods, when they flip on you and they get mad? They might show you a whole nother side. And you've been unmarried this person, you be like, I didn't know this person was like that. I didn't know when he get mad, he be almost about to kill me and start hitting on me. I didn't know that he still was going to be tipping out every other night. I ain't know that she still want to hang with her homegirls every night, even though she married. I ain't know she's still begging for attention online. That's why you got to look at everything, man. When it comes down to settling it down, you got to look at everything that a person brings to the table. Your pros and your cons. And everything that you're going to have to deal with while you're with this person. Weigh out the good and the bad and see, can you deal with it? Is it what you want? Do they meet your standards? That's what you got to ask yourself. You only got one life, folks. And nothing wrong with settling it down, as long as it's with the right person. Because you don't want to waste no time. You don't want to be around here stuck and don't give somebody 5, 10 years of your life is going down the drain and you feel like it was a waste. You feel like you ain't accomplished nothing. So you're supposed to feel like you got an accomplishment. Your life supposed to feel complete once you get married and start your family and all that. If you don't have that feeling, then maybe you made a bad decision. Maybe it wasn't love that drove you to that decision. Maybe you were just loving what that person was doing for you. But now all that done got old to you now. And you really want that true love. But you didn't see it in the beginning, so why would you think you're going to see it now? So there's always, people always think they can change somebody. Well, I know he like this, but I think I can change him. He ain't never had nobody like me. See, y'all always think y'all can change somebody. A person is who they is, folks. If they show you who they are what we thought they are. They is what you thought they is. Some of y'all look past all that smoke. Then you be around here looking crazy and not happy. Because they don't got you with the okie dokie. Or they keep apologizing and say, baby, I'm sorry. I ain't gonna do it no more. And you go right along with it. One thing my people's always told me is don't be nobody fool. And that's what I'm telling y'all. Life is too short to be somebody fool. Don't be nobody fool. Ain't nothing wrong with settling it down. Ain't nothing wrong if you want to chill out. Ain't nothing wrong if you say, you know what? That's it for the streets. But you got to make sure it's the right person. You got to make sure it's the right time. You got to make sure that you're ready for it. Because now you're about to make the ultimate commitment. And nobody deserves for nobody time to be wasted. Who wants to waste somebody years of their life? So if you know you don't mean that person no good, don't marry that person. That's why a lot of these marriages don't work and don't last, because people just do it just to do it. They do it for the title or do it for other people say, girl, you should get married. Y'all should get married. You ain't doing it for yourself. You're doing it for to please everybody else, but it's your life and you gonna have to live it, not them. So make sure you know what you're walking yourself into, folks. Understand the person in and out. See how they are when they get upset. It's one thing when they are happy and everything gonna be cool and they gonna make you smile and make you laugh. What happened when you really pissed them off? How far will they really take you? That's when you'll see if somebody truly love you or not. It's when you piss them off. Or when they get drunk. You know, when people get liquor, a lot of stuff start coming out. As Jamie Foxx said, blame it on the alcohol. But y'all hit that thumbs up button, man. We getting ready for the weekend. Friday night. Ain't nothing but good vibes in the air. I appreciate y'all always checking in. The ones that can't make it, they still always check in and watch it later. It's all love. It's all good. Y'all know how we do. We get on here, we talk about real life topics. I ain't on here to gossip about nobody. I don't care what them celebrities and everybody else doing. Let's talk about what's important in our lives. And tonight, we talking about when is the right time to settle down. I want y'all to ask yourself that question. If you watch this podcast, if you watching, when is the right time to settle down? Because you could be at that point in your life where, you know what? I think I'm ready. Some people might be saying, you know what, foolish, I'm ready to settle down. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You find you somebody that's on that same level and have that same understanding, and you do what you do. Because I'm not the one to tell you how to live your life and nobody else can do it. It's your life. If you want to get married, get married. But let me see who this is. Rebecca Towns. Today is my birthday today. Happy birthday, Miss Towns. I wish you many, 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 many more. God bless you. I hope you're enjoying your birthday and thank you for tuning in. Hit that thumbs up button. Happy birthday to Miss Towns. Checking in on the Foolish Show. 70 years old. Ain't that a blessing? I hope you make it to 100. God bless you. See, that's a good person right there. So you remind me of my mother. When y'all get to them ages, you know you done did something right. You know you done did a lot of right in your life. If you still here in your 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, you done did a lot of good on this earth. That God still got you here. So God bless y'all. And that's why I try to teach everybody on here. We got to honor and respect the elderly. The ones who set paths. The head of the tree. See, a lot of times when people get up there in age, you just push them to the side and forget about it. You don't take the time to check on them no more. You won't even call them. But soon as something happens to them, you falling on the ground. You rolling around. Screaming. But when they was here, you ain't even pick up the phone and check on them. So check on the older people in your family or around you that you know. When they get older, don't just push them to the side and throw them in a nursing home and don't even go and see how they feeling. Because as the old folks used to tell me, young blood, you just keep on living. Because one day you're going to become that old person if you're here. You might not make it. God might call you home before then. But the older people always used to tell me, young blood, you better pray you make it at my age. And if you look around, you know what they're talking about, because every year, every week, every day, you see somebody leaving. Somebody could be close to you or not close to you, but you seeing somebody that's dying all around you. So you know it's true. You don't never know when it's going to hit you. So don't take life for granted. Shout out to Miss Towns. Happy birthday. That made my night right there. I like to see stuff like that. She made it to 70, y'all. I pray I can make it to 70 and still be having a foolish show and sharing things with y'all and we laugh and have a good time. But if not, then God gave me a good life and I lived it. But it's all good vibes, man. That's what it's all about. Appreciating everybody, man, and appreciating the ones around you. Don't take nobody for granted. Your loved ones, man. I would do anything right now to have my big brother back. Just for me to be able to just call him right now. Sometimes it just break my heart. I feel like I should have even still called him more when he was here. That's why I'm telling y'all, appreciate y'all peoples, man, and reach out to them. If you got a grudge, let that grudge go. If y'all mad at each other, man, put that to the side. Because at the end of the day, it's petty. A family shouldn't be divided. A family supposed to be together. But that's what it's all about, man. It's all about sharing memories and enjoying each other, man, while we're here on this earth. Spreading love. Loving your neighbor just like you love God. Loving each other like you would love the one upstairs. Make sure y'all understand what love is, man. Don't take life for granted. Don't wait till it's too late. Don't wait till it's time for you almost to check out of here and you're on your deathbed and then everything hits you. Let it hit you right now. Understand that tomorrow ain't promised. And do right by people. Show as much love as you can. Whatever you can do for somebody, do it. Spend time with your loved ones while all y'all is here and breathing. Life is short, y'all. It's shorter than you think. With a blink of an eye, we'll be gone. With a blink of an eye. But like we were saying, man, we're talking about when is the right time to settle down in your life. And like I said, I can't tell you when that time is. Only you know. Only you know. When is that time? Only you know when you're ready to do something. If you're ready to settle down, then do what you do. If you ain't ready, then don't fake it. Don't act like you're ready. You know you ain't ready just to chill out. Don't waste nobody's life and time. Don't waste nobody's years. You ain't ready for it. You ain't ready to settle down, that's cool. Nobody can't put a gun to your head and say, hey, I'm gonna kill you. You ain't ready to settle down. Just keep living your single life. But don't play with nobody else's when you know you ain't about that life. Simple. Find you somebody that's compatible. Find you somebody that's on the same level as you as far as in thinking. Y'all want the same things in life. Y'all in the same phase. That's when you'll understand you done found your soulmate. See, life is not like no fairy tale and cartoon and magically somebody just falls out of thin air and falls in your lap and y'all go live happy ever after behind the picket white fence and live in paradise. Most of the time, life just don't work like that. Most of the time, we find love all in the strangest places. Some people nowadays, they meet on the internet. I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with that. Because you never know where you can find love at. If y'all met on the internet and maybe it was just meant for it to be. Some people meet at grocery store. Some people meet at the corner store. You might have met your husband or your wife at the gas station. You never know where you're going to run into love at. You can find love in the strangest places. Don't have in your mind how you going to find love and when it's going to come. Just let it come. A lot of times that's why a lot of people don't find love, because they always got a flashlight looking for it. Sometimes you got to sit back, focus on your life and focus on yourself, and love will come to you. Somebody will like you. Somebody going to come along and find you attractive. They're going to think you're pretty, handsome, or whatever. Funny, charming. Somebody going to like you. Sometimes you just got to be patient. See, a lot of people want to force it. They like to force things. As soon as you meet somebody, okay, this is my wife. Okay, this is my husband, let's go. Nah, take your time. Because you don't know what you're running into. That person could be crazy. Could be a maniac. Could be a lot of things that you don't like. So if you're about to settle down, make sure you know all the pros and cons about that person. Because if you settling down, that means you saying it's me and you for the rest of our life. You the one I see myself growing old with. You the one I see myself having a family with and being with for the rest of my life. That's an ultimate commitment, folks. That ain't nothing to play with. So if you ain't ready, don't waste nobody else's life and go through the marriage and all that and no doggone well you wasn't ready for it. That's why the divorce rate is so high, because people get married just to do it. It's not true love. They're just doing it for a title. Marriage and love is more than a title. It's a connection. It's a bond. It's unity. Y'all become one. Y'all become whole. It ain't just going to get a ring. For you to show a ring off. It's more than that. So don't waste nobody's time in life, folks, if you know you ain't ready to settle down. If you're ready, then go ahead. Because there come a point in time in life where everybody got to get to that point where you get tired. All that other stuff play out. You're tired of it. You ready to just chill now and enjoy your kids and grandkids and all that. You don't want to run wild no more. You done seen all you wanted to see. You done did all the things you wanted to do. Sometimes you're going to get to that point where you just want to chill out. Y'all hit that thumbs up button, man. Y'all know how we get down on the Foolish Show podcast. It's Friday night over here in South Florida. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and grab my merch, man. I got the official merch available. I'm going to put the code up so your guys can, everybody out there, y'all can scan it. And you can see my inventory. Long live Jay Beezy merchandise, man. We're going to always keep my big brother name alive. Y'all can order all type of stuff on that code right there at the bottom of your screen, right there where my finger is. Scan that code, man, and check out my merchandise. Got all new apparel, hoodies, flip-flops, swimming trunks, shower curtains, towels, all type of accessories, phone cases. Reality Music Entertainment, y'all, is more than a move. It's more than a label. It's a movement. Support the movement, folks, because it's all come from positivity. That's all I'm about, being positive and networking, spreading love everywhere. So scan that code right there on the bottom of your screen to check out my official merchandise. Reality Music Entertainment. It's more than a label. It's a movement. I appreciate all the love and support out there, man, that everybody be giving me. If y'all ain't downloaded my mixtape, please go to livemixtapes.com right now and download Foolish Reality Music. Available right now. And also, I dropped one in January called Let the Swag Talk by Foolish. All of them hosted by yours truly, DJ Knight ATL, hosting all my mixtapes, man. Nothing but good dope vibes, good energy, all positivity. We got stuff for the ladies. We got stuff for the clubs. We touching on everything, man. We talking about real life stuff, just like the podcast. Whatever you get in my podcast, you get in my music. It's all real in reality, folks. So if you like stuff to be real, then you got to support this movement. That's what it's all about, being true to yourself. Believing in you. Never let nobody tell you what you can't do. Because most of the time, they might try to turn around and do it. See, they'll try to discourage you from doing something and end up trying to beat you to it. And a lot of times, you can't tell everybody your dreams and what you got planned. Y'all ever notice that? Because as soon as you share it with somebody, they'll try to beat you to it. Sometimes you got to move in silence. So make moves, but sometimes do it in silence till you get where you're trying to get to. Because a lot of people have become jealous and envy of you, and they don't want you to shine. They don't want to see you elevate. Because they're going to feel like, oh, he better than me or she better than me. She got more than me. It's not no competition. See, people need to stop competing. Soon as people start realizing you need to worry about yourself and live your own life, this world will be a better place. Stop picking over the fence and worrying about what everybody else doing. Take care of your own yard. That's the problem we have nowadays, folks. Everybody worrying about everybody else. And social media just opened the door for it. Because everybody put their whole life online, so they ain't really got to go look for it. All they got to do is watch your page all day, because you're going to tell them and show them everything they want to see in here. Everybody put everything on the table for everybody. Here, I'm going to show y'all how my house look. I'm going to show y'all what I'm driving. Show you how my kids them look. I'm going to show y'all my outfit I wear every day. They give you all the information. You ain't got to go really searching. All you got to do is follow people on social media. And they'll give you their whole life. But a lot of things ain't meant for everybody, folks. Everybody don't need to know all your business. Sometimes you got to move in silence. I don't share every single thing. Some things I keep in here. It ain't everybody's business. I ain't even really no social media person, because I grew up and still is more of a private person. Everybody don't need to be in my business. I don't want everybody to know everything about me. I don't want you to keep following everything I do. Not everything. You can follow the podcast, the music part, and all that, get it. But all my real life stuff, I don't need everybody in my bedroom. I don't need everybody in my living room. But to each his own. You live however you want to live. I can't tell y'all how to live. I just tell y'all how I move. Just be careful when you're always putting your business out there, because it could come back to bite you. Once you put your business out there, you can't get it back. Once you hit send and hit that post and put that post online, you might can go and delete it, but it's still saved somewhere. It never goes away. Once you put it on the internet, it's on the internet forever, folks. I want y'all to understand that. If you get arrested and get in trouble, all the deleted messages that the police can go right to your phone carrier and get all your phone records, and it's still gonna show all the messages that you deleted. So remember, nothing really is deleted. Even if you delete it, it ain't all the way erased. So watch what you put out there, man. Watch how you move. Watch what you say. We got to understand, man, you got to treat people how you want to be treated. If you want respect, you got to give it. If you want blessing, you got to bless somebody else. You can't just think all the blessings going to come to you. See, once you bless somebody else, then they come back full circle. Can't be selfish. You got to learn how to care about somebody more than you. A lot of people walk around just all for self. As long as they good, they don't care about nobody else. They don't care about nobody else's kids. They don't care about nobody else's mama. They don't care if they eating. They don't care if they surviving. We need to get out of that way of thinking. We got to start caring about each other more. If we start caring and looking out for each other, y'all don't understand how much of a difference that'll make. The world still ain't going to be perfect, but it can be a little better. It'll never be perfect because you still gonna have maniacs. You still got the devil and Satan around here in these people, and they still shooting and killing and acting crazy. Can't even go to the grocery store. You can't even pump gas. You don't know when somebody's gonna lose their damn mind. That's the devil, folks. Whether you want to understand that or not, that's evil. You got to have an evil seed in your heart to just go out and take innocent people's lives. For you to kill somebody that ain't do nothing to you, that's evil. Once you plant that seed, make sure you plant a good one, y'all. Do not be out here planting all these bad seeds in the world. The world is already messed up as it is. The world is already crazy, folks. We need a little bit more love. That's what we're missing. Ain't no love no more. Nobody don't love nobody. Racism still is at an all-time high. It's just people smile in your face now. They sneaky with it. That don't mean they like you. They just tolerate you. But they get behind closed doors and get behind their friends. Put a bug in there. Put a little microphone in there and see what they're talking about. You don't know what they're saying about you. Don't put that past nobody, folks. Because the ones you least expect will be the first ones to cross you. I'm going to say it one more time. The ones that you least expect will be the first ones to cross you. The first one to pull that knife out and stab you. Because now there ain't no more loyalty. Nobody stand for nothing. They will sell out for anything. And money will make them turn on their own mama. They'll kill their own kids for that mean green. And that's a damn shame. But that's the world we live in. We value money and everything else over lives. We value a piece of paper with dead white presidents more than a life itself. That's crazy for me to say and even think about. That we're going to evaluate a piece of paper that got green ink on it with dead people's faces over everything else in this world. But that's the world we're living in, folks. And this is how the devil don't trick everybody. They distract you to get caught up in all these earthly material things to get your mind away from God. To get your mind off what's really important. Because he don't want to see you in paradise. The devil trying to get you in hell. And a lot of people is falling for it. A lot of people getting on a one-way trip. They got one-way tickets to hell. Because they don't fail in the devil trap. Don't be a fool, y'all. Don't be that fool. But I appreciate y'all, man. We had a great podcast tonight. Y'all make sure y'all rewatch this show over and over again. If you have to, share it, spread it, tell your friends, family, everybody about the Foolish Show podcast, man. I keep it real and trill. That's all I know. I can't sugarcoat that. So spread the podcast, man. Make sure y'all drop the comments, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. If you ain't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, I don't know what you're waiting on. The YouTube channel is Reality Music Entertainment. Y'all go subscribe to that channel right now. But y'all make sure y'all go have a safe weekend. Enjoy life. Appreciate everybody around you. Spread love and stay safe. I'm going to see y'all, man, Monday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. We'll be back on the air. Y'all be safe. One love. Have a blessed weekend, folks.